I mean, listen, it's important to have goals. So
It is.
if you don't have goals, you don't have growth.
I guess it's crazy to think that one of my goals is to have one extra room.
2 chicks at the same time, man. All right.
Type of chicks that double up on a guy like me. Anyway,
let's just get the intro out of the way, I guess.
yeah, I guess let's do it.
Clap for us. Oh, sorry, they got a little loud. I got a little excited.
It's a little
Push
loud.
it a little high.
I'm sorry.
Welcome everybody to Kasson Avenue, not a podcast, so it's like nap in parentheses. You might see that.
I got to be honest. I don't like that.
All right, fine. Well, I'll change the way I've worded, but it's still going to be there. This is episode number 191. I'm your host, Adam, here with my brother, Osama. And the dog, of course, is here. He's out, asleep.
I don't want you to. I don't like it when you put it on the thumbnail. I don't mind you saying it. That's funny. I mean, whatever. You want to put it in there, you do it. But I'm talking about like the actual thumbnail. I don't like the word. Well, it's not even really the word, but it essentially is the word nap.
So then should I just type it out all the way?
No, I think you should just not do it at all. Like,
So we're just going to call this podcast. I told you, man, we get pigeonholed. All right. So I think
let me ask you something. All right. Let me ask you this.
I think just by
When
not
people-
ever using the word podcast, we would be much better.
Why
off.
would
That's all
people assume it's a podcast if we don't use the word podcast?
Why would you not assume this is a podcast? When you look at the first 150
do people
episodes that
say
say
welcome to basketball, the sport? Welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying football, the sport. Nobody.
There are other media broadcasts, and the way that we do this, like other than the fact that it's video, because podcasts technically don't really have a video attached to them, like as they were initially introduced. We're doing a podcast, man. This is exactly what the fuck we're doing.
It's almost like saying like,
there's like no way to describe
welcome
it
to
otherwise.
Kasson Avenue. My name's Adam, and I'm not gay. Whether or not you assume that, I just wanted to put it out there. I'm not gay. No, that's not the equivalent.
You know what's hilarious about that?
It's
is,
like I didn't really need that information. I didn't even assume any of the things that you were talking about.
I was watching a movie, right, and it's I think it's theater camp, like just came out, and there's a kid in the camp whose parents are 2 gay dudes, right? So at the end of the movie, he said something like, "I've decided to live my truth as a heterosexual male," and then his parents, who were the guys, were like, "We've always known." You know? Then I was like, "It's funny how they did a little."
Oh, I did see some
there,
clip about that. Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
It's not exactly what I was just talking about.
Well, no,
yeah.
but it's like, we always do that, straight guys. So that's pretty much feeds into that. That's all I'm saying.
But no,
welcome to the show. If you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button. Tell your peoples and tell them to also hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
And hopefully, in an avalanche of subscribe button hidden,
I always wait for that morning when you wake up and you're like,
we made it.
100,000 subscribers. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that morning occurring at some point soon.
If you're stuck at like 100,000 subscribers rather than 300 subscribers, you can count on a steady paycheck from YouTube.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I believe a really large influx of like capabilities come to your fingertips once you get to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
I would like to get there.
You can go
It's
live. That's like the main one.
I would like to go live.
You can join the partnership program with YouTube, which is where they pay you, for ad placement and whatever. So,
I thought about the other day. I was like, I follow these like cute 2 Puerto Rican twins, right? And they're always doing these those questions because they're like, I guess the novelty is they're the same, but they're not, right? But
it's different but the same.
Different but the same. Same, but not.
I'm pretty
really.
sure we had an episode based off of that. It's the same but different.
Man, we've done a lot of episodes. Still don't got a lot of subscribers though. So I was thinking,
was that a palindrome? 191 is like we're the same thing front and backwards.
Yeah, but that's a really easy one.
Yeah, and I don't think it usually applies to numbers.
Man, what was I saying? Come on, you took my damn. You're the worst, dude.
Sorry. I just thought it was important to mention that our
your stupid ass is that a palindrome? Fucking hate you, dude. I really wish I can't even remember what I was saying. My memory's bad. And then you You just took it because of this dumb. It's 191
Well, you
both
just-
ways, dude.
I was saying how we've done a lot of episodes.
808's the same backwards. There's so many letters that are the same. It's almost not even worth pointing out.
We were saying how we've done a lot of episodes, which is also not worth pointing out because it's in the title as well. So
I remember. I reverse engineered it. So these girls, they do a lot of like a lot of those ask us a question, you know? And I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, man, maybe me and Adam should do that. Now, the sad part is we would probably sit together for 8 hours and get 2 questions. And one would be from like Vivi and the other probably from like Sarah. When are you guys going to be done?
the dog, like, can I eat now?
I swear to God. But I was like, man, that'd be really cool to do if we had enough people to ask us enough questions where we'd fill, I don't know, 10 frames. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 whole frames.
Yeah. 10 whole what?
10 whole frames.
10 whole frames.
Yeah, we frame. It's like the frame. Anyways, yeah, man.
What? 191's the same backwards. Stupid. Freaking R.
What have you been up to in the past week and a half? Oh, because we didn't
film
pod
last
the
week.
time
Yeah,
before
we
that.
were just like, you know what?
We camped.
Oh, we did go. Should we talk about camping first?
Yeah, let's talk about camping.
All right,
Why
what's
not?
up,
There's
man?
only one
Fuck-
night worth of things to
And
talk
fuck
about.
what I did, man. I mean, fuck what you did too. It doesn't even
Well,
matter.
that's true because I didn't do that much. Anyway,
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
I do occasional things, but anyway, yeah, we went camping. We went. It wasn't. You know what I liked is that it was. I don't like to say necessarily because it was local, but it was kind of local, right? And that was helpful because when you go out and like do things after a road trip and then you got to come back, you feel terrible. It's just been like 8 hours in the car,
Long time.
tired, you cramped up. It's just you don't like it. This was an hour away. We drove 2 cars. It was just 4 people, 2 in each car. Like, so that helped. When I got back, I didn't feel extraordinarily like
No, I just came home and was like, well, guess I'm gonna go to sleep now.
yeah, chilling a little bit.
But no, it was fun. We hadn't done it in a long time. I guess we could start it off by saying Daniel chose our baby brother chose the site, right? Now, Daniel, if you don't know our brother, he
Shout out and opposite
He-
shout
he-
out to Daniel. You know what I mean?
he's affectionate towards a specific room in the house. It's the ones with the toilets, right? So he's affectionate to this room to a point where like he
I
needs
feel like
to be.
such a horrible way to just describe it.
he has an affliction for.
When he goes there, he just stays there for a while.
Yeah, but regardless of that, he needs to be close to one, right? He likes to be close to the bathroom, which, hey, I don't blame you.
I mean, listen. To be fair to him, in a campsite where you'd have to walk
bathroom being right by you is good.
in the middle of the night, you got to get up and take a piss. You don't want to have to like hike. I mean, obviously we're dudes, so we don't have to really worry about that. Like, find a good tree.
I didn't wake up in the middle of that night, but if I did, there was a tree 10 feet
I
from
did.
us. I was taking a piss right there.
I had to pee real bad, so I got up at like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, some shit, and I was like, "All right, man, like that bathroom's still kind of far, but like I went there. I walked to the bathroom
No.
because I don't know.
So, but firstly,
I don't want to pee in somebody's camp spot.
well, the tree was in our camp spot. So, so we chose. So what Daniel did, he chose a campsite nearest the bathroom, or I guess the nearest one to the bathrooms that he could find. Now, I should say there's multiple bathrooms, and we found this out.
Well, here, hang on. Let's start here. There's a tents only section. We were tent camping, and we were also like right in the middle of all the RV camping where the spot was that he chose.
I'm gonna get to that because what happened is there's a map, and if you look at the map, I would say there's like 3 sections on this map, right? And I would equate them to, let's say, the middle of it was like Chicago, downtown Chicago. One part of it was probably like the northwest side, like far northwest side, pretty quiet, and then another side that was like burbs, right? Daniel chose what was essentially the middle of downtown Chicago, right? In the middle of a whole bunch of skyscrapers, which were big ass RVs. And he's like, that's where I want to sit. That's where I want to be that night. And then if he chose the other spots, which were only homes, like Tents.
Tents only.
There were little houses out there, right?
Yeah.
We would have been in the middle of our people, right?
But I will
Instead,
say
I
this.
felt like poor people in the middle of a fucking somehow got rent control in a high rise building. Like, how do you guys afford this?
The weird thing to me is that they have RVs, right? Where like most of these RVs have like a bathroom in them. The bathroom in the section that we were in, which was the RV section, it was a lot nicer than the ones that they have in the tents only section. It's kind of fucked up when you think about it.
I would think so. Again, I believe it's classism.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I went in. So I didn't. Little maybe TMI. I don't know. I didn't take a shit the whole time we were there. Right. It wasn't a long time.
Same though.
It was. We got there like 4:30 and we left the next day at like 2. All right. Mm-hmm. Did I have to take a shit? Sure. I could have taken one. I would have been. I wouldn't have minded it. It was cool, right?
Actually, you know what, man? I was.
You didn't have to take a shit.
I thought about the fact that, like, you know, I'm gonna be going out and just having to use like an outhouse type of shit, right? Like when you go to camping, it's just.
But that's not an outhouse. It was a true bathroom.
It was yeah. So, but like that's what I anticipated anyway, because we've been camping before. Not always the nicest things. So, I was like, man, it's gonna suck if I wake up in the morning and like you know I gotta take a
get
dump.
all bubbly, man.
So I was like, man, let me be careful about what I.
Oh, you didn't drink
eat.
a lot of coffee, right? You only had a little bit.
No, while we were there, I did.
Oh, okay. All right.
But like the day before, I was more conscientious of my food making decisions.
You know, I meant to go. So I eventually was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go take a shit. Why not? We got a couple more hours. I'm ready to go. Right. So I walk over there, and here's what changed my mind completely. I walked in, smacked right in the face. Somebody's taking a shit, right? And you could tell because it smelled.
Hey, he's smoking back here, taking a shit.
So I was like, God damn it. So I went and took a piss. This dude came out, and he didn't wash his hands and walked right out.
It's not a surprise, man. You know, think about it. If there was no bathroom in the woods and you were stuck in the woods and you took a shit, what you gonna do? But I saw something that I thought was hilarious. Somebody was like,
I think it's evident by this story. I'm not taking a shit in the woods.
well, if you were stuck in the woods and you had to, yes, you would.
Do you really think you got shitting on your mind if you're in the woods scared as hell?
Yes.
You're gonna shit?
Hey, remember when
I'm gonna take this chance. So you're telling me right now?
You remember next Friday when they went to go and break in their house and he was like, "I got the bubble guts." What the fuck do you think happens when you're in a situation like that? My stomach might start turning. Like,
are you equating being stuck in the woods to breaking a B&E?
In terms of having the bubble guts, sure.
I don't think that. I really believe that.
Not that right away, but I'm saying like if I'm out there for a minute, I'm gonna have to take a shit at some point.
I get it. But what I'm saying is, if you're stuck, are you in the woods with food?
I don't know, man. I don't know how I got in the woods.
Well, what kind of scenario is this? Are you
just one in which I'm stuck in the woods? I woke up there. Somebody kidnapped me and dropped me off.
I feel like the fear is going to overwhelm any feeling of bowel movements.
You're wrong, man. People shit themselves when they're scared. What's wrong with you?
Can you imagine shitting yourself when you were scared? That makes that situation all the worse.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, damn it. Oh,
maybe that's how the concept of naked and afraid came about. Listen, you're gonna take your pants off if you shit. So just go and pretend like you just already did that. And
that would be disgusting, and I don't want to think about that part. What I want to know is like, can you imagine? Like, imagine getting scared by something that obviously isn't real. Like going to
like you think you saw Bigfoot?
No,
out there?
Like imagine going to like a haunted house. You're in the middle, like you're on like a double, triple date, right? Everybody's got their girl, and the girl's like, "Let me hide behind you," and you're like, "Cool, I got you. Don't worry, just hide right behind. Nothing's gonna happen in the front of me." But in the back of me, it's just like a mullet. It's a business in the front, but it's gonna be a party in the back. And
I would never say that I was scared at a haunted house. I might say I've been startled.
I've been afraid at one. You.
Oh yeah. But come on, I didn't know the concept of what concept of a haunted house at the time.
Yeah, but you stepped out of line, man. You were straight.
Yeah, well, it was terrifying.
You were a straight bitch with it.
I was also like 4 or 5 with it.
I'll give you 5, maybe 6, But imagine walking through can you imagine really? I mean, I think it's bad enough to piss yourself, but like pooping yourself. Like, would you rather have? Okay, all right.
He called the shit poop.
Would you rather have? Okay, this is getting nuts. But would you rather? Let's say you
started off nuts. We didn't even describe anything that we did yet.
Not even a little bit. Do you? Can you imagine walking through a haunted house, okay? And
I've done that.
you've gotten scared to the point of which you either pee or shit, okay?
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
like he shit himself. He was so scared.
It's not
Or
a
he
likely scenario, but I'll try to get there.
Understand. Like
I'm trying to take myself.
okay, your walk now. You are with your date. You either have to smell or you have to look like you pissed your pants. Like there's either or. It's either you definitely peed your pants or
You can way easier flip the peanut of your pants.
what could that possibly be?
I don't know.
I'm
but you
sweating
can do
from
it
my
with-
dick a lot.
There's no covering that.
My
you-
dick is sweating. I'm sorry.
Of course, I pee my pants. Everybody my age pees their pants.
Peeing
It's
your-
the coolest.
Peeing your pants is the coolest.
Yeah, no, but you can't do that when you take a shit. It's obvious. There's no like, oh, I got irritable bowel syndrome. Well, motherfucker, why did you come?
All right, no. Okay, so what do you wear? But I'm saying you can't cover up. Dude, when you pee your pants, it's a very...
It'll dry at some point. If you shit your pants,
How
it's gonna always just
quickly
be
is
there.
it going to dry?
I don't know.
How long is this haunted house?
Maybe like if I don't know. Hey, you
so
can dip for the bathroom
much
right.
rather-
You
you
can
much
dip for the
rather
bathroom
look
right
like-
afterwards, and then you could fucking I don't know. Maybe they have one of those blow dryers, and you could just
In
be
this
like,
scenario,
my balls on a blow
in this
dryer.
in this scenario, that's not happening. In this scenario, we're talking about the immediate, like 5 minutes afterwards, where people can either smell or see it. What is more? What are you just gonna deal with? The pee? Yeah, I pissed myself, guys.
No.
I peed a lot. I peed.
What he's saying, super bad. People don't forget.
People don't forget.
I don't want to ever be that
If
guy.
you're known as the guy who shit his pants,
to people who you won't even know, right? Like they'll see you in public 3 months later and be like, "Hey, that's that guy that shit his pants when I was."
But that
like,
girl that you went
don't
on that
forget.
date with, she's gonna tell everybody, and they're
Where is
gonna
she?
tell. Did you hear that
keep your
Osama?
mouth shut, bitch.
They're like the other day, I was at a haunted house with Osama. You know, I finally went on a date with him. Shit his pants, man. Like
You need,
and then the person that they're telling like that's funny. Like man, it probably must have been really scary. He's like, no, you're not listening. You shit is I can still smell it. Like, can you imagine that?
You need what's it called in Chappelle's show. He had them doing them non-disclosure agreements.
Hey, sign this shit real quick.
Of course, I know you won't, or I'll sue your ass. Go.
No, that would be disgusting. But yeah, so back to camping.
Yeah, we did that. We did that shit.
So we actually did tent camping, right? Which is camping.
Yeah, man, we got there. We like parked all up in our spots.
No, we parked all up in our spots. Adam, I was like,
Well, I was trying to be in the outskirts. I don't need to be all up in there, man.
you were like in dude's parking space.
no,
almost.
no. I checked the wood posts. I was right along the border. You know,
So to give you an understanding of what we're talking about,
if you've never been camping before.
this camping spot had basically it was 2 trees, right? And one looked like the definite entrance, and the other one looked like where the fuck are you going? And pick which
They're
one,
marked.
Adam. Pick which one you think Adam went through.
First of all, listen. They're marked by poles. I saw the pole before I turned in there. Second of all, I obviously wasn't in his spot. They had a cement slab.
you
that they
might
parked
as
their
well
shit
have
on.
pulled onto the slab. You were that close.
No.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah, you overcharacterize things. Look at the narratives you start.
It's a podcast.
No, man, listen. It's a field of grass, and the territories for each parking spot are marked by wood that's carved with a number in it.
So
And
Adam
there's a
parked,
couple of them, so I parked along.
Adam parked
ours.
30 feet away from ours and 10 feet from the guys.
No, I parked like right on the border.
Right, you were closer to him than us.
No, that's because that's where we set up, but that wouldn't be how it is.
We
if
set up where
differently.
everything was.
No. Anyway, listen, that's all semantics and logistics. We can argue about that all day long, but
Yeah, so camping, what'd you think? We slept on cots.
yeah. So we got there, parked our cars wherever we parked them, and then we put up the tents.
Dumbass.
Then we put up the tents, and yeah, man, I don't know. It's nostalgic in a way, right? Because we used to do that quite a bit when we were young. Like credit to Pops, he used to just always make sure we were doing something like that, and he likes that shit. And of course, like he was in his element because he wants an RV, and so he's looking around and.
Oh, man. Pops is like, oh, that's a nice RV. Can I look at it?
But things you used to do as a kid are always a little bit different as you do them as an adult with your parents. You know.
Yeah, this is funny.
So we're just it's just the guys, right? Just the boys and Pops, and we hang out for a little bit. We get the fire going. Obviously, you know that's like the main thing. If you don't have a fire, are you even camping?
If you don't got a fire, just get the fuck out.
Of course. What do you say? If you don't like spaghetti meatballs, just get the fuck out of here.
Lamb and tuna fish.
So yeah, and then he you can tell how things changed because you used to have to be prepared a different way, right?
Yeah.
Like we had a griddle. And
Yeah.
we plugged that shit into there's like a central power outlet between the two campsites. So we were able to plug that in and then cook like breakfast and dinner on that thing.
Yeah, we cooked. Oh, well, I cooked. What did I cook? Dinner?
The mini burgers.
Yeah, I cooked dinner. The little mini burgers for dinner. There was like, I don't know if they
We had
cooked,
18 mini burgers. All right,
but I cooked 9. I cooked 9 of them, I think.
Well, I don't know why. Like he must have gone to Costco or something.
Yeah, of course.
'Cause, like-
you go to Costco, you get things you don't need.
Like 18 is cool. If
I
you can
just
have a
need
party.
one pillow. Why do I have to buy 7?
I mean, they have their purpose.
I
you
need
know?
to get some socks. There's a pack of 72. You can't get anything less than
I'm
72
cool with that,
count.
man. Honestly, give me a
Yeah.
72 pack. Of
Well,
socks.
no, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got the room for 72 fucking pairs of socks.
It's like
That's a lot of socks.
I just toss after use. You know.
Dude, that is the most. What I try to do, honestly, is like after I get to the point where all right, I got too much these socks. I don't use these socks. They're like I've since bought newer ones. I end up like washing them, getting them in the car, and then I try to give them away to homeless folks. Like, you need some socks? He's like, yeah, I need some socks.
Hey, dog, you got holes in your socks? You want these? They don't have holes in the socks.
No, I mean, and then like it depends. Like sometimes shirts, but like I had bought these Costco brand shirts. They were cool, the Kirkland joints, but they were too thick, so I gave them away.
Kirkland signature.
But the Hanes ones I buy, they shrink on every fucking wash. It's like, remember in Superbad, he's like, why am I even playing this if you can never win? Like, I just keep buying white shirts and they just keep shrinking.
Yeah, man. I mean, at some point, it's just like if you can just have enough of the cheap ones, you can just wear them once or twice, donate them, you know?
Yeah, I think that's
Keep
the
a
goal.
cycle going.
I'm probably going to start just buying. I usually buy them in large because large is how I like them to fit. But when you wash and dry,
Like a single mother?
it becomes like a crop top.
Yeah.
I give them the
All
VV.
these are movie references.
I give them the VV after that. And then so now I'm going to buy extra large.
It becomes a crop top.
I'm gonna buy extra large now, and they'll fit forever because they only shrink once, but just enough where they don't fit right.
Yeah. Well, pre-shrunk is the best way to go, you know?
Yeah, well, I guess if you want to spend the money on the
Well,
pre-shrunk,
yeah. What do you think Dr. Dre does with all the Air Force Ones that do you think he just donates them?
why Dr. Dre?
Because
Why not Nelly?
He
gets 2 pair.
yeah, but Dre doesn't wear the same pair twice.
How do you know that?
Like it's famously that's
Of
how
Air
it
Force
is.
Ones?
Yeah,
He doesn't have any other shoe.
he just gets,
Boring ass closet, just a bunch of white shoes.
but never the same pair twice.
And
What do you think he does to dispose of them?
what does he? So do you assume what he's got like 200 boxes of unused, and then there's like no real shoes in his
Man,
closet?
if he was really about his fucking hustle, just take them, sign them,
That seems kind of wasteful.
and sell them bitches.
You could sign them and sell them for charity, but at some point, everybody's gonna have a signed shoe and his signature will be shit.
Dre, like literally,
People walking around with
100
Dre.
million U.S. citizens have one of these.
Can you imagine being Dr. Dre after like you be in a line at some place and you look down and some dude got a pair of like Air Force Ones he bought at a thrift store with your fucking signature on it? Like, I remember signing that.
Or even worse, just being at the thrift store and finding a bunch of them.
How would you sign it? Would you sign Doctor on one and Dre on the other?
I don't know.
I think the best thing to do, right? So I've been watching that Bob Does Sports, and they were talking about the fact that Bob signed an autograph, right? Somebody wanted an autograph on their. Somebody asked for shoes to be signed by him, and then there was something else. And I guess the way he signed it, they looked at it like they didn't even want it back. I guess like their phone case, they were like, "Oh, shit." Can you imagine signing anything and be like, knowing you, it's like, "Oh, damn, I feel bad for that one." Like signing a book, like, "Oh, fuck."
I mean, listen, that's why they stopped really doing where it's legible. They're just like,
We get popular as fuck, right? Are you gonna be the guy that like stops and signs autographs for people?
yeah, man, I'll sign some
Adam, we fucking love you. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's basically what Doja Cat said when they said
Yo,
sorry.
that chick is. I don't even want to discuss that, dude. It's like I be seeing her on pictures and shit. I'd be like,
Yeah,
this is fucking outrageous.
yeah. I don't know why she shaves her eyebrows every time she.
Yeah, I don't know. Where's your all? You have no expression.
Yeah.
There's no expression without eyebrows.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there walking around, blank faced, everywhere you go.
Even dogs have eyebrows and they have hair everywhere else too. Like,
I wouldn't even like how you imagine crying with no eyebrows. Like after
this
you,
is like a roast session about her eyes. You look like a hired hit woman.
looks like something in those movies where they like they keep you in a lab purified. Like, oh, we cut off all their hair, fucking sterilize these motherfuckers.
Turn them into robots, basically.
Yo, did you see the fucking AI robots walking around at that game?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I don't know why they need that.
You leaving that game right away?
No, probably not. I mean,
You
it'd probably cost a lot of money.
You go to your seat, right? You go to your seat.
Yeah.
Next to you is like somebody walks up, and it's a somebody robot. What do? Are you walking away?
I don't know why they.
Are you afraid of that?
Why do they need this? First of all,
I don't know.
Why do they need to be?
It's fucking creepy, dude.
It's very weird.
Why
Like,
do
what
they
are you
have
trying to do?
fucking human faces on like? It looks like
Yeah, like make them look like
do you
fucking
remember-
robots
you-
at least.
Do you remember how RoboCop looked?
Yeah.
They all look like RoboCop.
Yeah.
You know how he had the face, but then like his whole back of his head was a fucking machine and shit.
Yeah.
That's how they all look. These
It's very
motherfuckers look goddamn ridiculous.
Why is it necessary? I just don't understand.
Can you make fun of robots so they accept that we fighting afterwards? Are they gonna like reply back like, be like, damn,
Well, like
yo,
for
big
instance-
head ass? Be like, oh, you're a big head ass.
Well, for instance, like the iPhone has Siri, right? So you can say things to Siri.
You ever
and
talk
then
shit to Siri?
She just won't respond to you. Like she'll be like,
That bitch nonviolent.
yeah, pretty much, man.
I'm non-confrontation.
Claiming they non-violent. It's ridiculous. But
Talking like they used to be.
so back to camping. One day we'll finish this part of the story. I don't know what else we need to go over.
I don't believe much else.
Oh yeah, we did obviously like the normal campfire shit, hang out there with pops, shooting the shit or whatever. And then the next day we went on a trek. It's like a journey,
A hike.
There was like
basically,
a
is
there was
what
like a
Adam's trying
20
to say.
there was a 20K going on at the place at the time.
The 20K.
And they were just like running through the woods. And there was like some old ass people. I was like, man, you get it, like proud of you. You go out there at 76 and get your little jog on.
You proud of them?
It's proud of them, man.
You're proud of these people you don't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't gotta know you to be proud of you, man. You did that shit.
I mean, cool. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't have to know you to be proud of you, per se. But if I don't know you, how the fuck am I gonna be proud of you?
All right, well, happy for you that you can go out in there and do that shit as an old
If you're
ass
not
person.
aware of their presence in life, how are you even anything to them?
I was aware of their presence as they were running by. Remember, we saw that. Like, there was like literally an 80-year-old lady who was like, she was making a motion like she was jogging, but she was like not
I feel
going
like she
fast.
was way more athletic than you.
Well, you're wrong, sucker.
No, I'm fairly.
Like, you're wrong,
dude.
Colonel
Shit, the way
Sanders.
she was like going down off those rocks, I was like, Adam could never,
I wouldn't want to.
and you wouldn't.
It was like sand, and then there was like weird like dips that it took. I'm not trying to run on that.
The occasional bike would come by. You're like, what is
Yeah,
this
I was
place?
like, man, this is a weird fucking.
It's literally the great outdoors, man.
So we went on a 2-hour trek, and I was
Quit
wearing
calling it a trek. We
I was wearing
hiked.
Jordan 1s, man. Like that's a trek.
We hiked. You wore Jordan ones because you're stupid.
Well, no, because I didn't know we were gonna go on like a long extended journey like that.
What do you
He was
think
like,
was gonna
"Oh,
happen with
let's
Pops?"
go around and see what this place has." Like, what the hell does that mean? I didn't mean it was. I didn't think it meant like let's go through the woods. Little did I know. I brought boots with me and shit because I anticipated
You didn't
hike.
change them?
No.
Stupid.
Anyway, yeah. So that was that, and then we wrapped it up pretty early, and then just went about.
Camping is fun, man.
It is.
Camping is fun. I like the idea of just like roughing it for a while. Like, oh, I don't gotta work. Like, I could shower. I don't need to.
You know what, man? It's because we've become dependent on this fucking thing.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's
not
really what it
deal
is.
with
Like when this shit didn't exist, we can go out in the woods and it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, but when this shit didn't exist, and then you didn't have this, and GPS didn't exist, you'd be lost forever.
If you walked in one direction long enough, eventually you're gonna find the end.
The woods are weird because they
turn
listen,
you around.
Yeah, man, you look around. If you stop, turn around 1 second, you turn around forever.
It's true.
Now you got to find your way out. Dude, imagine
no,
being.
you just gotta.
Can you imagine being lost in some woods that are like so like?
You had to have been trained on North Star shit, right? Because then you can at nighttime you can regain your composure, like wherever.
Which one is the North Star? Or you lose it, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, I don't really know how you pinpoint it. I know it's
neither.
like the most bright, and I look for it, and I'm like, I think that's. The
I
North
just
Star.
look north. I'd be like, I don't see
I've never been confident. I'm always like, I think that's the North Star. There's always a think in front of it.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. Can you imagine being stuck in like a forest preserve woods and you just couldn't get out for some reason?
Well, that would just be stupid.
It's
because
like
you can literally walk
you,
straight.
You ever seen the episode of The Office when Kevin gets stuck in the maze?
Yeah.
Grown ass man stuck in a maze.
Yep.
All he's got to do is like jump through those bushes, and he was like,
Well,
"Oh my
Kevin-
god!"
Kevin is he's like, not your average dude,
Not your average bear.
Yeah, man. But so yeah, definitely it's fun and of course like dope to do with Pops. I'm sure he wanted to do this for a minute
listen.
now, so.
All jokes aside, because that's all we usually do.
That's what we do.
I really I enjoyed it a lot. It was fun. It's nice. That's why like Yellowstone, we argued and whatnot. Everybody had probably gotten to a point where they all wanted to stop being around each other.
Irritability strikes.
But like the actual time spent, you get to bullshit. You do it. There's the good times, just like there's the everybody's just quiet in the car times.
It's true.
And they're all fun.
It always starts excited.
It's
equal.
equal-
Like everybody's all like still awake. You're in a good
Yeah.
mood. You start eating some.
The day
whatever you're eating.
the day dwindles because you're driving. We were in Yellowstone, so it was a bunch of driving and walking.
Yeah.
But like that aside, it's always like you look back at it with like a very fond warmness, right? Like you're like, man, that was
You never really. As long as there was good times at some point, you
Yeah.
don't really just focus on what the negative parts
Yeah.
of it, the negative highlights.
and that's why like what camping was that night I look back, it was we just had a really good night. It was just fun. We just hung out, we talked shit, we ate, saw Dad eventually get tired. Like me and Adam were having a couple beers. Daniel I think might have had one. Adam had his little pen and whatnot. We were
Even though it said in there that you are not allowed to bring alcohol, I was like,
no,
"Excuse
I
me?"
think
So,
everybody brings out. I think the key in these areas,
keeping it clean.
keep
so that
it clean.
Don't dispose of it before they find it type of shit.
Even beyond that, I don't even think. I think keep it. Keep the.
The intoxication levels down.
Damn, why can't I think of it?
I don't know.
Basically, make sure that it's not visible in a sense of that's alcohol. Like you
keep it under
wraps. You keep a koozie with it, or you pour it in a cup like we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, just giving the respect of not outwardly drinking is key in those areas.
True.
But I had fun, and I think we'll probably end up doing some more. Pops did just buy the boat, so we were talking about maybe finding a way to go camping, bring the boat along, and have a couple days on the lake, chill out.
Yeah, we don't have to be driving the whole time. I think he enjoys it, obviously, because it's a little fun. But like you just kind of park up and drop anchor or whatever, and just chill. And
I think that's what we're gonna end up doing as soon as possible next year. Because
it's so funny though, man. Like
the weather's broke kind of a little bit.
The way the water kind of like just pulls the boat, and you can just be somewhere completely different if you don't like set up an anchor somewhere,
But it's fine. Like it's like
you
you could just drift and hang out. Like I'm sure next year, because we're talking about trying to get a slip. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be those days where we just take it out ourselves, and I'm planning on having a couple days like that myself now. It ain't my boat, but it's a little bit.
So you go in the middle of the water and just throw out a line.
I think I'm actually gonna try fishing.
You never done it before?
I think I believe I've cast a couple of times in my life, but like I've never really. I'd like to go out there and try and fish, try and catch a fish. Why not?
Yeah.
You
can do it,
You give a man a fish, you feed him once. You teach a man to fish, and if he's good at it, he'll be able to eat for life.
Well, that's not true for me because I don't like fish. So
yeah, you would be able to sell it though.
That's true. Barter.
Like the people who don't.
We should always. I really should go back to the barter system. Like
you should really go back to it.
Like everybody.
I'll trade you this. Like we don't do that here. Why not? Like listen,
I don't pay for things with cash, sir.
Like I would really like beef, but I don't have traditional cash in the sense in that you know it as.
In the
but
sense
I
where
have
it's money?
this beautiful pen.
But I have currency, which is virtue or something. I can. No, that shit doesn't work.
But yeah, so That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. All in all, a really good time, and we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do it all again at some whenever the weather breaks, because it seems to have switched over pretty. Like we're supposed to
I
get a
fucked
few
with this
like
early.
Saturday, because I'm supposed to be throwing a get together on Saturday. I think the weather is supposed to be fairly decent. I'm hoping that it stays at least through that day.
Yeah.
We have the party, and hey, drop away all you want. But more than that, it's just not warm out. The night we got kind of cold that night at camping, actually, which
Yeah,
is
it's
funny.
true.
We ended up. I didn't think it was supposed to be that cold. I didn't bring a sleeping bag. I just had a fucking long ass fleece blanket that I
In a
wrapped
typical
around it like a
sense,
burrito.
Generally speaking, I really enjoy like the 50-degree nights during summer.
Yeah,
When it
yeah.
like starts to get to that
Yeah.
point, I sleep like a baby most of the time. But when you're outside sleeping,
Yeah, it's a different story. It was kind of cold.
I don't have walls with insulation out here.
I don't know. Adam got up twice to go take a piss.
Well, when we first got in there, I first got situated, and then like before I even closed my eyes, I was like, "Fuck, man, I got pee."
I noticed
So
you getting
got
up. I was
and
like, "That's fucked up."
you know what's fucked up? Even more fucked up about that? When I came back, I was trying to zip up the tent, right? And so I didn't realize that there was also another zipper for just like a slip cover. So like the way the zipper is really fucked up. It's like old ass tent. So you got to be careful how you pull it because you don't want to take it off the track. And so I thought that I did initially because I grabbed the zipper on the inside, and that one's like off the track completely. It's not connected to anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Fuck, man! It's like 2 a.m. right now.
Dude,
I don't want to have to deal with this."
I'd have been so fucking angry at you, dude.
I was not.
so fucking. I'd have been so mad at you, dude. Like if I woke up and all I keep hearing is "fuck," and I look and there's like fucking mosquitoes flying around our tent. It's cold as shit. I would have been like,
man.
dude. Give me like you. I'm getting the keys. To
I didn't know
somebody's car.
what my initial shock was, but I was like, "Fuck, I'm tired. I don't want to deal with this." So luckily, I realized I had the wrong zipper in my hand.
And then he tested fate again and did it again and went to the bathroom again.
Yeah, but that was like just like 6 o'clock in the morning or something.
Can
like
I point out this? That Adam calls me old, and I was telling him there at the camp trip, but he's so old he can't hold his bladder through the night.
Man, listen. All right, I just drank too many things. I had too much consumption.
Okay, old man.
So I got up.
When you applying for AARP,
Whenever they let me, yo, give me the benefits. I'm
word
taking all the
up,
benefits.
dude. Take all them old folks benefits. Hell yeah.
So I got up around like 6, went to the bathroom, and then like I didn't want to go back into the tent at that point. I was like, I'm already up at this point. Like when I'm at home, every day I'm up this early. So at some point you got up.
I got up pretty quickly after
and we
you
started
did.
talking, and then we like went for a walk, and then Pops came, and he was like, "Yeah, you guys woke me up." So I was like, "Listen, man, when you camp, you don't
That's
sleep."
one pet peeve I hate about going like.
He didn't really seem like mad
When
about it.
I know that, but he always will say that when we stay in like a hotel with him, or like he don't be loud and whatever when he sleeps. Like we all have like that, you know. I guess we all have that like prenasal when we sleep or something
Yeah.
like that. When because you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's allergies and shit.
Everybody doing a little bit of snoring, you know?
You know, and I remember one day he's like, "Oh, you two, oh, you're all night." Like I couldn't sleep. Like, what the?
Well, that's what you expect, man. And the funny thing is with him is like, he'll want to sleep in, but then as soon as he gets up, he wants to get going. So
Yeah,
like,
dude, where is your fucking transitional period? Daniel had the so it was a 3-compartment tent.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the middle with 2 cots. Pops was in the one by himself with a cot, and then Daniel was we had 3 cots and then one air mattress. So we filled the air mattress up, and it was too big, so we had to deflate it a little bit,
unflated,
and inflated, and then throw it in his tent, and then again inflate it inside the tent. It looked like this big ass, fat ass man that had just eaten this crazy ass meal. So
and then he couldn't zip it. I was like, man, you have to just turn the thing.
And then he said it deflated during the middle of the night on him, and he was basically on the floor. That's fucked up.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
But yeah, so I mean, like the middle one was obviously it's like the main hub, so that was obviously bigger. That's why I fit 2 cots in there.
Yeah, but no, that was pretty cool. But like, it did get cool out.
It did.
Cool.
It did, yeah.
Get cool.
Like there's the tents kind of help you from the wind.
Yeah,
right? You don't get a lot of that, but it's
my face was
still
cold.
happens.
Everything else was warm. I had doubled up socks. I had sweatpants on, a hoodie, like a skull cap on.
Yeah,
you know. But it's funny because I guess there's a good way to segue. It's a tangent or not tangent, segue. Sorry.
Yeah. You had it the first time, man.
Yeah, I had it. Like, yeah.
And you just completely
I fucked that up.
Yeah, you fucked that up big time.
Sorry. But anyway, segue to I actually bought a mattress this week. Actually, I
Nice,
bought
man.
it
Do you want a round of applause for that?
last Sunday instead of podcasting. I went and bought something to go lay my head on, man.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
Now you lay you down to sleep. Or
One of the
something,
most
you know?
adult purchases I believe I've ever made.
The things that you desire as you become older is much different than what you
Dude,
wanted as a
okay,
kid.
so let me
I'm
tell
still
you.
a kid in every other way, but the things that I like, the things that like make me happy to have, are much different these days.
Man, they're the ones that help you in your day to day, like your quality of life. So you've bought a new mattress, yes?
I have, but not recently.
No, I'm
like,
saying the idea or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
feeling
like
going from a bad or not great mattress to a really good mattress, right?
Yeah.
That is one of the dopest feelings of all fucking time.
really is.
I swear to God, it's maybe the most underrated thing. Nobody's ever told me that I should go buy a new mattress, yo. It's the fucking bee's knees.
Yeah.
If they would have said that,
Instead of talking about your kids, talk about your mattresses. We're trying to figure out how do I sleep
for the
good.
tell me how I could like improve my quality.
Don't
of
complain
life.
about the fact that you can't sleep because you have kids. Tell me how you would sleep if you had a mattress that you like.
Yo, so when you bought your when you bought your mattress, how'd you go about it?
First of all, I had to figure out what mattresses were available that were like popular ones, right? Like Yelp, YouTube, all them shits become a big factor in my shopping. Me hear what other people got to say about it.
Yeah.
And then go. This was before COVID, right? So then you can go into the place and then like lay in a few. Of
Well, you
them
can
and
still do
whatever.
that now.
Yeah, no, but I don't like to now. It's
Yeah, I
gross.
know. I did it.
People nasty.
I
But
did
that's the thing, right? Like I haven't bought one because I'm not gonna go buy one online. Like I need to go
You
and
gotta
lay in
go.
it.
You gotta go check it out. Like
I'm gonna
that's
go and
why.
spend,
That's partly
you know-
why I didn't try that purple mattress. And there's a few other ones. Like they may be cool
If
and
I'm
they're
gonna
convenient.
spend
They
500 plus on a place to lay my head, and it's gonna be where I'm at every night, and my sleep depends on that.
How much is your other mattress? You
Oh, that one was a lot more. I'm not.
You won't divulge that.
That's nobody's business.
Okay. So this one I bought. So we went to the mattress store right by the crib, Mattress Firm. No plug, but if you want to sponsor us, I guess I'll take another mattress.
Yo, word up.
But they had a Labor Day sale, right? So this mattress was supposed to be $1,100. It came out to $499. But while we were there, it's
pretty good.
Let me
Sale?
tell you about some of these mattresses out there. These motherfuckers are dope, right? Like,
The one I had a.
I thought we were doing a straight guys
No,
high five.
No, it had an adjustable base.
Yeah. So I thought.
So that gives you an indication of
all
what I
these
was trying to
years-
pay for it around 2017, 2016.
All these years, right? All these years, I remember Sleep Numbers. I think the mechanics were inside the mattress. Now it's a
Separate
platform.
base. Yeah.
I can buy that for mine and have
Those
that.
things are be the most expensive part.
No, he was gonna say. I mean, it was gonna be equal to the price of the mattress. But I probably do that later on. He was seem pretty cool. He probably end up hooking it up. You know, we got his business card. So, but like while we were waiting, I was like, man, we want a king size bed. Now, if I cared anything about my being able to access my closet or my room in general, you know, to sleep,
True.
I would get a king size bed. However, the king size will not fit in my room. It's just, it makes no sense. It doesn't. It just don't. And then
a
I'd
real
have,
nice size
on
bed,
top
though,
of that,
yeah.
I'd have to buy a new frame.
And
So
new
it's-
sheets and a new blanket.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's cheaper than buying something to put the fucking thing on. So I
King
don't.
size beds are badass. though.
Yeah, they are, man. It's fucking cool. That's some regal ass shit right there. You feel like a kang.
That's exactly why they're called king size.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Every time when I laid on it, I felt.
Although
that
I
shit.
think historically a lot of kings have been some short dudes.
Well, they probably didn't need those mattresses. man.
I don't know why.
I told Vivi, I was like, look how many times I could turn over without touching you, and I just kept rolling.
I could roll all the way in the blanket.
Like I was like at least 3.5 rolls before I even touch you. It's fucking awesome. But we don't have a big enough room for it, so I didn't. That wasn't on the market. But this bed was $5,000. It had the platform. It had the hospital bed thing. So like it had multiple settings.
Yeah.
Your back, your legs.
Not a surprising.
Bringing your legs up over your heart, right, for optimal circulation. There's a lumbar here, so like it was like it goes like this, but then it goes like this also. Like oh my god, I was like this is fuck. I was like what the fuck are you showing me, bro? I was like I can't afford this, and
Yeah, I would love to afford this.
and it don't fit in my house, right? So we went back to reality, right? $4,500 less to be exact. But this mattress, dude, it's so fucking dope. It's a plush 11 and a half sleep something or another Serta.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Or
11.5 inches probably.
the 11.5 inches, yeah.
And then how big is there's a pillow top on it?
Yeah, but it's like the pillow top feels like
Like
it's
2
that, but
inches?
it's plush. So like it's all
Yeah, it's
feels
like
like
2 inches is like the max size.
I don't know. It feels like it's maybe more than that, but I don't know. Vivi's like, it feels like I'm sleeping on a cloud. I was like, that's because the last matches we had no more padding on that motherfucker. We were sleeping basically on springs.
We're on ball tires on that fucking thing.
Like we got ball tires in the rain in this motherfucker, babe. We are fucked.
We're fucking hydroplaning on this thing, and it's not a good thing.
Like that's not a good thing. My back
Got
but-
whiplash from sitting in this.
So I've had now three nights in the bed, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm sleeping pretty good. I'd say my back was sore from yesterday because I was outside at like 7:30 in the morning. Because obviously I'm having, like I said, I'm doing this party on Saturday. So I'm like, man, we got to get some stuff done. Pops came over to help me. But I've been up doing like shit. I was pulling weeds and whatnot, trying to get ready.
Yeah.
So my back was hurting because of that.
My back. Cops.
My back was hurting because of that. But sleeping on this mattress has like, I don't know, I just feel less pain in my shoulders, my back, because plush is supposed to absorb a lot of, like, allow you to
sleep tension spots. Yeah.
So me and Vivi, she wanted a little bit more medium. The guy's like, listen, he's got a lot of back pain. I think he's more important. No. No. I told her, I was like, look, I think we should go with this one because you seem to be able to sleep on this perfectly fine. You seem to like it. This one is a little less ideal for me. If this doesn't work, we have 4 months. We can exchange it. We'll figure it out. She's like, all right, cool. We'll do it that way. But man, I can't tell you how important it is to upgrade or even just get a new mattress if it's needed.
Have something that's worth sleeping on. Yeah.
It feels like, dude, I slept.
That's my next purchase.
A mattress? Yeah. I told her, I was like, I think I'm gonna do that for my birthday this year. So I went. So I was like, it's my gift to us. I'm gonna get this shit. We're gonna fucking. We'll get this. We bought two pillows.
There you go.
The pillows.
Yeah, man, you need new pillows. What's the point of having like your back feeling good and your neck feeling like shit?
Yeah, and I bought it. I mean, specifically medium, so like you keep your spine straight.
Right.
But yeah, they're the ones that like they stay cooled, like they ventilate or something. Oh my god, it's so cold on that pillow. I flipped it. I was like, oh, it's just as cold as it was when I fucking laid down earlier.
Yeah, I like that too.
It's beautiful.
A nice cool pillow is always good.
But yeah, I
never met anybody who was like, nah, I prefer my pillow to be warm when I lay on it. You nasty motherfucker if you're out there like that.
No, dude, honestly, I can't even say enough about it. It just fucking, it feels good. It feels adult. You know what it feels like? It just feels like I'm an adult. It just feels like I finally reached adult status.
I bought a bed.
That was the bed that's seen everything. Let's just put it that way. And it's
really the beds that you should be sleeping in as a kid that caused your back problems as an adult, you know?
I don't think so. I remember my mattress as a kid. It was more plush than what I had fucking... Like, our parents, when they moved into Bartlett, they bought new mattresses for everybody. They got a really good king-size one. And the mattress they got me ended up being pretty good. It was like a pillow top. It was comfortable.
Dude, I think they still have the same mattress.
Yeah, but because when you buy a good mattress,
yeah, but it's been like a long time.
It's time to get a new one. Yeah. They said, and this is maybe one of the nastiest stats you'll ever hear, a mattress will double in weight through its lifetime because of the oils and all the things that you shed as a... Yeah.
That's nasty.
It's real fucking nasty, actually. Vivi's like, can I use the pillow without a pillowcase? He was like, well, I was like, no, the fuck you can't. I was like, all that goddamn makeup you end up just forgetting, and it just ends up being on the pillow. You're like, I was like, either you're going to have to remember to always take off your medication.
Like, why would you not want a pillowcase anyway? Like, some of the most comfortable pillows I've slept on,
have a pillowcase?
If you sleep on them, yes, exactly. If you sleep on them without a pillowcase, like, it's more like irritating, you know? Like, whatever material they use on that shit.
No, this one
doesn't feel as good.
I'll tell you this much. This one,
it would have been fine without a pillowcase. Nah, but fuck that. Give me a pillowcase.
This pillow, well, he gave us a discount. He gave us like, they ended up being like less than 70. These pillows are $150, $160 pillows, both each. So we like, I figured, listen, if I haven't bought a mattress in so long, and If I'm
You
gonna
might as
do
well,
it,
yeah.
you might as well spring for it, even if it seems like it's expensive.
It's not even expensive, man. That's the fucked up thing. Like,
No, it's not.
If you
Dude, there's $6,000 bet. Like
that's the thing in the grand scheme of mattresses. Like
it's not a
the
lot.
top tier,
But I'm
tier
talking about
shit
like
is like
I'm talking about like pillow wise. Pillows only get
you
so
got
expensive.
you got like Kia pricing on hopefully something more like a
Listen, so far,
Infinity or something, you know?
So far I don't mind it. Like usually I don't like.
Subaru, maybe?
You
I
got.
don't know.
I see you got that Telluride bed right there. That Kia Telluride.
That's some high end shit. You got a Genesis.
What you got? That Hyundai Palisade. Oh, I see that shit. I see you.
Motherfucker over here driving a Jeep Gladiator.
Imagine this is as a salesperson, right? This right here, you're looking at some. You got a good eye. That right there is the Kia Telluride.
I'm not even gonna tell you anything about this. This sells itself.
You know, they're like this the Bentley of
Yeah.
like that's the Kia Tellurides of mattresses. You're like, so basically what you're telling me is that's gonna fuck my whole back up.
It'll be fine, but in 10 years I'll be really regretting that I bought it.
Yeah. That's funny as fuck. That's really fucking funny, man. You should be like
definitely.
it's self-deprecating, but the title of this podcast should be the Kia Telluride of podcasts.
No, because that car is actually in demand.
But the point is why?
We gotta be like smart car of podcast.
No, because I'm a firm believer that the Kia Telluride is hilariously like.
I agree,
people
but
love
people
it.
love
People love it.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest name. Also, you ever read it? It's just Tell You Ride. Anyway, it looks like a big cluster of fucking car. Every Kia and Hyundai Genesis, like the Stinger, looks like a mixture of all sorts of cars. Just like they stole ideas and just threw it on one car.
I want this and this and this. And
I'll
this.
say this: fuck the Stinger GT. Beat the shit out of me on the expressway. I have a mine is the 5.8 or 5.7. His is I don't know what. They got a turbo I think in there or something.
Yeah.
We were at 90. We did a 90 roll.
Going.
And at about 110, 111, he started pulling away. I was like, well, I missed my exit.
Like, damn, this was not worth my time. This was a mistake.
I was like, fuck.
Well, it's funny because like I think we all kind of have this in us where you just get in the right lane and you pass everybody else in the other lane, right? So there's nothing more demeaning to me as a man when another man rolls up in his car, whatever it may be, and takes off on me at the line and gets in front. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Last
you just
week-
call me a pussy? Like,
Yeah, that's what it is. I was like, we and Vivi were coming from somewhere a week ago, and I'm at the light and I'm about to go. I'm doing the dick thing, getting in the left lane, trying to get around him, and he tries to race me. I forget what he has, but at some point I was like, no, and I just fucking we were just racing for a little bit, and then I was like, fuck this, and I put the gas down and I fucking was gone. Just
sometimes you got to do that.
and so for the rest of the
What's the
time,
point of having a Hemi if you don't?
for the rest of the time, he's like on my ass, right? I'm like, I'm like, all right, dude, that's cool, whatever. I beat you, and then like, I make my right turn, like no lie, 5 minutes later, and I seen in his thing, he's like, why would I cut in front of him to make a turn right 5 minutes later, dude?
Maybe he just said that you were gone. You know?
If he was in a Kia Telluride, I would have known he would have been that guy already, but he wasn't. Listen, no offense to people who drive Kia Tellurides,
Yeah, man.
I just wouldn't do it.
You should be loved in the world too. You know?
It's a tell you ride, not a tell me ride.
So speaking of like
Tell my ride.
new purchases, there's been something that you've been like trying to purchase for the last like year that you haven't is a new phone for some reason.
Yeah.
I done did that shit already. You know,
I'm gonna get it. I think today
I
I'm
bought a
gonna
new
buy it.
phone now. I'm just waiting for it.
I think I'm gonna do that today.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it today.
I didn't like the fact that I had to pay them $87 or some shit like that at like the
Yeah, that's my
at
beef.
checkout.
I didn't
Like AT&T. I've been with you for a decade, bro.
I had
Relax.
it. I had it in the card. Everything. I was ready to, and then it's like 1/3. I was like, that hurts a little bit.
Yeah, man. I'm like, why are you doing that to me? I've given you so much money already.
Why? But yeah, so I didn't do it. I probably.
I feel like all the companies that you pay your money to should at some point like contribute to your like Social Security. You know?
Yeah, probably.
Like here's a extra $100 from us this month.
No, I think you're right. You're right. But excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna probably get the phone soon. Here's why I know I need one. The touchscreen goes out a lot. I'd be like,
Yeah, not like when that happens either.
yeah.
I've I had joined the all the hood rats who do Apple, so I'm just I got the 15 in case anybody was wondering.
Now you're just a big
Well,
old
I had started like with the iPhone
fucking
7
groupie.
Nah, listen, I was a Samsung person. I had all the notes.
You had what was the first one you had? That the one that slides. Remember
that was
Google,
the G1. The G1 with
yeah.
Google. Yeah.
I remember when you copped that. That shit was fire.
Yeah, it was an innovative first time.
Yeah, it was.
And then I stuck with Samsung all the way up to the Note 7 when they started like having those issues blowing up, lighting on fire or whatever. And so I had the Note 7. I actually bought it.
I remember.
And then I had to go and return it a week later because they were like, "Oh, you have to return these phones." So then I was like,
then you went to Apple.
Then I went to iPhone. Listen.
Now you're just a big old.
There's some simplicity in it,
In the iPhone.
Yeah.
I heard that there's a way that you can turn somebody's iPhone into a Galaxy, right? There's a way to fuck with it, like where you change their home screen and all that. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna fuck with you.
Well, now I know to expect it. You should have just done that first. Now if it's a Galaxy, yeah, I'm just gonna know.
Fuck.
Yeah. So that's cool. I mean, this first this is like three years prior, just 12. So it was time for an upgrade.
Why are there so many like protruding spots on this? Like, why is that doing that?
Oh man, because the case is just as old as the phone. So like the little plastic piece that's keeps this rubber in popped out and broke. When you take it off, you just fuck it up.
Yeah.
But that's another thing I got to do is make sure I get a case because I didn't order a new case for the phone yet.
I bought my case for my phone a long time ago. Actually, I'm buying it today. Fuck it.
I'm gonna get on Amazon and order a case then.
Yeah. So the one thing I will talk about before we go is Pops came over yesterday to help me do some work, right?
Word.
We were doing all these
Shout
things
out,
around.
Pops,
Yeah, and it's nice because obviously I don't know, like I told him at the end, I was like, it's just like I'm still trying to like. You don't know what you're doing unless you you've done it before. It's nice to have somebody who's like
trying to learn, man.
Yeah, and he's like, listen, he's like, you remember the first, like when we first moved in our house, back in the day, he's like putting a towel rack was like a project, like it's like, oh my God, this is a big thing, and I told him, I was like, it's just, I thanked him a lot just because obviously it's just, I've done a lot of this with him, but I told him I'm trying to tap into that that memory base, and it helps when we do it together because I'm like, oh, okay, that reminded me of this, and
like, okay, I was holding the flashlight when he yelled at me when I was
flashlight right here. No, but like just in general,
put the light on the damn thing.
Just like what the fuck
hilarious.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Just put what the.
And that's the thing where you go back to like, what did I hear when I wasn't even paying attention? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like what was being soaked in subconsciously.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that more comes out and I can do more.
Right.
My biggest fear in the house is electrical.
Yeah, electrical's scary.
It is, man.
Everything else you can you can learn electrical, obviously.
Yeah, plumbing.
But it's just like when you put the things together, the wires, and I don't like that.
I think I'm gonna have to do it at least on one of my switches before this party comes up. So we'll see.
Some splicing.
Yeah. But
yep.
Anyway.
This house has some electrical issues that need to be.
Who? This one? Yeah, mine. I mean, along with mine, man. Every house is gonna have their its issues and what the little quirks that come with it. If it's old, it's old. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We really probably shouldn't bring this up because there's not really any time to dive into it. But Diddy gave back all of his artists their masters.
What's the dude's name that got his back and he was bad as hell because it wasn't worth anything?
Yeah, that's an embarrassing way to have to go about it. But
we could talk about that next week because that's gonna be that's a funny topic to talk about because that gets deep.
Try to remember this so that we talk about it next week because I feel like a lot of times we're like, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Hey, fans, remember some shit.
Yeah, let us know if you actually heard this part.
For the love of God, more than 40 fucking views on the next episode, dude.
Yeah, they eventually come. They're just a little bit laggy.
Yeah, I guess that's what she says, but does she really mean it?
Yeah,
I think we get a new song for the 200.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning into episode 191 of Kasson Avenue Nap, which stands for Not a Podcast. We do appreciate you being here. If you have not done so already, I asked you to do this in the front, but some motherfuckers just don't listen, so you gotta say again. Hit that subscribe button.
You think they're here now listening?
I don't know, but if you are, do it.
Shirts coming.
Do it.
Shirts coming for the 200th episode. If you have any interest in those, please let us know in the comments below. We will be making them regardless.
Happy birthday to
just
the
like,
Virgos
Just
out
like
there.
the bin over here with 20 shirts that nobody ever wanted. We'll have another one going for 200. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, man.
Later.
Holla back.
Hella back.
And table ass.